YOLO, amazing people of the tube. So, in 2015, man, I got this job as a telemarketer. And not a telemarketer, as a phone collection agent person. I was one of those motherfuckers that was gonna call, hey man, you haven't paid your shit, you know, you wanna pay it. And anyway, so the chick that hires me is this cute Hispanic chick. Real cool, down to earth. She's my age at the time, right? So, and by the way, at that time, you're talking about fucking 30 maybe? 28, somewhere there, somewhere in that ballpark, 27 even, I don't know, somewhere there. I'm not gonna do the math right now, but the point I'm getting to is, even though she did the interview and I got hired, she wanted to know me better because she was the one that was gonna train me. She was gonna teach me, give me, like, show me the ropes to the job, right? But I could tell something was bothering this chick. Like, you know when you get a weird vibe, like you're talking, but there's something in the back of your head, and I could see it. Not the back of your head, I see that too, but like I noticed something, right? So we're having this conversation. She tells me, walk with me. So I walk, and we walk outside, and we're having this conversation, and she goes into the story about, she asked me where I'm from and stuff, and I tell her, I grew up in Hollywood, I live in North Hollywood. She's like, oh, all right, man. Like, I grew up in Glendale. I go, all right, cool, man. So, yeah, cool. I hate fucking Glendale. She goes, why is that? Because I don't like anywhere where there's too many of one people. People are like food. You know what I'm saying? You want a variety. You know, you want to put fucking sauces and salt and pepper and dressing, right? Like, you don't want just simplicity. I like, you know, a multitude of variety. So she goes, oh man, that's interesting. She goes, let me ask you a question, man. Something happened to me. I go, what happened to you? You know? And I don't know why people always open up to me anyway, so I don't know why I was expecting something worse than she said. But she said, so something happened to me fairly recently. She said, what happened is this car pulls up to me as I'm just walking down the street in my neighborhood, minding my own business, and it was like 4 young Armenian dudes, like in their like they were teenagers, you know? And they pulled up claiming to be like gang members, and they started fucking with me and calling me bitch and just stuff. You know, what the fuck? I go, so what happened? She goes, nothing, you know, like I told them, you know, just leave me alone, and then whatever. I go, so what you do? She goes, nothing. And then, you know, they bothered me, and then they left. I was like, well, what the fuck? I was like, why didn't you tell them to go back to fucking Armenia? You know what I'm saying? She goes, what? I go, yeah, why didn't you tell them fucking... Ain't you ashamed of yourselves, man? Does your mom know what you're doing, huh? Is your grandma fucking proud of you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you said you're from Glendale, so you know Armenians, right? She goes, yeah, of course. Like, half my friends are Armenian. I went to school with Armenians. Blah, blah, blah with Armenians, right? I'm like, all right then, so you know damn well, like, we don't play that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're just gonna pull up and randomly harass some chick and threaten violence and all this, like, we're not like that. She goes, yeah, I know, you guys, like, women are always walking around the streets. That's why I feel fucking safe walking around in Glendale, because, you know, Armenians don't play that type of, like, we like our women left alone, or women in general, you know, let them fucking be, right? One of those things. And she goes, so, like, you're Armenian, you look like you grew up in the hood, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, well, I grew up in Hollywood, so I guess you can say that, you know? And she's like, so what do you think about these dudes? I was like, what about them? She's like, they said they were from this gang. I go, listen, first of all, I have friends from that gang. And second of all, I don't think anybody from any gang would tolerate such behavior. It's unacceptable, right? Like, women are not targets of anything. You get what I'm saying? Especially if there's no issues. And for them to just come up and claim, like, you think they're gonna go back and say, oh, we pulled up 4 deep in a car and we gangbanged on some random fucking woman, and their friends are gonna say, holy shit, you're a gangster, you're cool, can I be like you? Like, dude, you live in fucking Glendale, right? She goes, what's that have anything to do with it? I go, it has everything to do with it. I go, how are you gonna be a gangster in a place where there is no gangsters? How are you gonna be a gangbanger if you live in a place without gangbangers? You get what I'm saying? It's like fish out of water. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to be a bird, but there's no fucking air. You know? It's moronic. It's like fucking, you're talking about 2015, 16, right? So, like, this ain't 1992. People aren't fucking gangbanging like it's 92. Everybody has like a 4K camera. They whip that shit out faster than they whip out guns. You know what I'm saying? People whip out their phones and record shit faster than NBC fucking Fox 11 employees. You know what I'm saying? Like, they whip that shit out like they work for the fucking news. So, no, man, those were not gangsters. Those were despicable human beings. And honestly, like, I think that's fucked up that they did that to you, because now you have this in your head about Armenians, and we're not like that. That's some weird shit that we don't tolerate. Like, there's no way they went back to anybody with half a brain cell and that person said, holy shit, you're cool, or you did a good job, or oh man, way to go on your gangsterism. You know what I'm saying? And don't mistake what I'm saying. Like, there are gangsters in Glendale, there are gangsters in LA, but nobody is gang banging. You know what I'm saying? And Glendale hasn't really been one of those communities where gangs really infiltrated and where it was a territory like that. Glendale was just fucking Glendale. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying he's a gangbanger from Orange County. You know, like, it's not ruffling feathers. So, I don't know, man. So when I said that, you know, it kind of put her at ease. I guess she was uncomfortable about, obviously she had some trauma over that shit. But, like, the way I said it to her, you know, like, why didn't you just fucking tell them to go back to their own fucking country and shit, you know? Like, or tell them, you know, like, is this how your mom raised you and shit? You know? You guys proud of yourselves? This is how you guys carry yourselves and approach random fucking women? This is, you guys are Armenians? You know, I guarantee you that you shame an Armenian. You can shame an Armenian. Yeah, that's one thing I like about Armenians, man. I'm Armenian, by the way. But, like, there's things I like and dislike about my people, right? And one thing I really like about Armenians is you can shame us into not doing stupid fucking shit. You know? Like, so, I don't know, man. But that whole fucking gangbanging and, like, 2024, you know, like that chick that she said she was gonna call her husband, the one I was fucking, that said, you know, I'm gonna call my man on you, and I said, fuck you and your man and where he's from, you know, because she had told me, oh, he's a gangster and this, like, gangster where? He's a gangster where? He's a gangster when? In 2024, what the fuck? You're gonna tell me your man is posted on the block with fucking 20 homies, sipping on a 40, Nobody has cars. They haven't even walked into the NMB neighborhood. Dude, it's 2024. People have, like, 15-year-olds have cars. People Uber through their fucking enemy's territory every fucking day. There's nobody posted outside like that. Like, it's not the 90s, man. You used to walk down. Me walking home from school was like, will I make it home? Right? Because I had to go through 4 different fucking neighborhoods just to get to my house. Like, it was clear. Like, you trying to go to the Canadian border, right? Like, if I go across that street, it's definitely gonna be issues. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really supposed to go down that street, right? And I wasn't a gangbanger, but I'm Armenian, and there was a lot of Armenians in Hollywood. So what happens is, like, you catch the wrath regardless, right? But I'm a guy, right? I'm a guy. There was nobody fucking gangbanging on our women. First of all, none of us would have tolerated that, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm going with this, but like, I found it really odd that, like, I had to comfort this chick from about this random situation that some fucking punk lame ass bitch made fucking kids in Glendale. Fuck Glendale, bro. Fuck Burbank and Glendale. I can't stand that place. And for you guys that don't know, and for you motherfuckers in LA that always, when you run into Armenians, and they'll always say, oh, you must be from fucking Glendale. Nah, motherfucker, you're talking to me outside of Glendale, aren't you? So what makes you think I'm from fucking Glendale, dick? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're fucking Mexican, I'm not gonna say, oh, you must be from East LA. If you're fucking black, I'm not gonna say, oh, you must be from Compton. That's how ignorant that fucking sounds, and how fucking stupid it is. Alright? I understand there's a lot of fucking Armenians in Glendale and Burbank, but goddamn, man, LA is pretty fucking diverse, in case you didn't notice while driving your fucking car down the block.